Sudan's civil war is marking the one-year mark, and there's no end in sight. The UN Security Council is calling for an immediate ceasefire for the duration of Ramadan.
This tragedy has gone on too long. We must unite to prevent and stop the flow of weapons that is fueling this conflict.
14 out of 15 member countries voted in favor of the British-drafted resolution yesterday, with only Russia abstaining, urging Sudan's two warring parties to halt hostilities during the holy month and allow aid to get to 25 million people in desperate need. The UN warns that the country is at risk of experiencing the world's largest hunger crisis, while also grappling with ongoing violence. Journalist Naba Mohedin has the latest from Port Sudan.
Escalation is still going on in the capital Khartoum, in Al Jazeera State, Central Sudan, in Darfur region, and in Kordofan region. So the fighting right now covers almost 60% of the Sudanese lands. There is escalation. There is calls to de-escalate because of Ramadan. This is the second Ramadan. Sudanese people are fasting it with the war and displacement. There is fierce clashes in Durman city, which is the twin city of Al Khartoum, as the military is trying to control this major city. There is clashes in Darfur, Kordofan, Al Jazeera State, but the military confirmed and agreed to an immediate ceasefire because of Ramadan. We haven't heard anything from RSF response regarding this ceasefire, but we are very hopeful that the two sides will adhere to people's aspiration and would adhere to this Muslim month and to stop the fire during Ramadan. People are suffering because of the fighting. Health service is totally collapsed. The telecommunication is witnessing a very big outage. People are suffering. There is no food, there is no aid delivered because of the unsafe humanitarian corridors. The catastrophe is really big and cannot be described in words. More than 8 million people right now are internally displaced in the world's biggest or largest scale internal displacement crisis. 18 million are in hunger crisis, 5 million are in acute level of malnutrition. So the situation is really bad, and the war in Sudan is forgotten because of other wars in the world. But people are suffering. I'm very hopeful that Ramadan will be a good break for the two sides.